What is happening to the body of students that used to come to United States for higher education? Well, that number is plunging, and it won't be long before US will start realizing that they will be shuttering down their universities because one of the major sponsors of student body to the universities in United States has stopped coming to them. So this is just a matter of time. It will take a year or two for the United States to realize it, because all we are doing right now is just scratching at the surface. There is an imminent recession. It could be very, very bad. This is just my prognosis looking at the way things are going, but it has to take some time. So what is happening now? Where are the Indian students going? For example, are they changing to other countries? Canada is no better. Then where else? United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, New Zealand. Where are they going? And also, are they pursuing meaningful careers? Do they even know what would be in demand 5 years from now? All these are questions that parents should be asking the children when they say that they want to apply to this school or this school, and then apply, somehow talk or coax their parents into paying for the education. This is not something that is an easy matter. I would advise the parents to take a hard look at what exactly it is and see if the same thing cannot be done in India itself. For example, in Abu Dhabi, there are many universities of United States who have a branch there. Likewise, BITS Pilani also has something in Abu Dhabi, if I remember correctly. So these are all options also. And also, as far as government is concerned in India, you need to tighten up your education policy and make sure that quality education is imparted in the colleges, and also that everybody has a way to get college education. The reservation system is just bogus. It's run its course, and just to win elections, you guys are doing some crazy things. I don't think that's going to be good in the long run. However, online universities can be encouraged, and that is something that should be looked at. And maybe that would be another thing that many students can do. Just stay at home. Maybe once a week, go to a place where you get together and all students going from a particular discipline, compare notes and things of that nature, to just have a social atmosphere. But I think the way we are going to impart education to our children is changing, and changing rapidly. I have a small slide deck to share with you. As always, a request to please like this video as I share with you where all the children are going now.
Me and my daughter decided to come to Vedic Rama. And hence, when Dia was diagnosed with myopia and she had a -2 power, and I was here in this beautiful sanctuary, words can't explain because you yourself have to come and experience this.
Student arrivals from India have fallen by 50% into the United States. That's a big number. 1 in 2 is not going. Not only that, overall, the global student arrivals into the United States has dropped by 19%, highlighting how steep India's fall is. India accounts for nearly 1 in 3 foreign students. So 1 in 3 students, if they stop coming, you can see what happens to the overall intake into the universities. Not only that, in May, the Department of State suspended student visa interviews for 3 weeks during peak season, and that created a huge dent also. When interviews resumed, wait times extended into months, leaving many unable to secure F1 visas in time. F1 visa issuance has dropped by 22% compared to last year, and Indian consulates already faced pandemic-era backlogs, worsening the crunch. Not only that, the Trump administration has imposed new travel bans and visa restrictions on 19 countries in 2025. That also is reason why the student intake into US is low. All foreign applicants must now make social media profiles public for vetting. Over 1,500 student visas were revoked earlier this year before being reinstated. This is inside the United States. Even though India wasn't directly targeted, the atmosphere of suspicion discouraged many Indian applicants. So if the Indian students cannot go to United States, where are they going? In March, several international students were detained and threatened with deportation for participating in pro-Palestinian protests. We all know that. A court later ruled the thing unconstitutional, but the fear persists. Universities advise students not to leave the US, fearing re-entry issues also. For many, the US no longer feels safe or welcoming. This is one side. And if you look at the H-1B, the new $100,000 H-1B work visa fee has discouraged foreign graduates from seeking US jobs. So let's say somebody finishes their master's and they want to get a job in the United States. It is not clear that the $100,000 fee will not be applied for those people. Usually what happens is the job is not going to come waiting as soon as you finish your practical training or after you finish your graduation. You would be extremely lucky to get it like within a day or two, so that you have a very smooth transition, which means there will be a break in your visa. So you need to figure these things out, viewers. Those of you who are trying to do these things, you need to make sure that your visa change does not cause problems for you down the line. Not only that, cost of living has gone up. I have seen this thing with my own eyes in San Jose State Universities, where a 2-bedroom apartment is shared by 10 kids, 12 kids, and these are both sexes. And it's very, very, very difficult conditions. In fact, in one apartment, I saw pizza boxes stacked about 6 feet high. It looked like somebody was told the task to go and throw it, and that somebody forgot to do it or something of that nature. It looked like a war zone. That's all I can tell you. Children subject themselves to very, very difficult circumstances and conditions when they come here to study. So all I would say is, use your counsel wisely. Make sure that you do the right decision. Now, Indian students are looking and trying to make more informed decisions. The alternate destinations appear to be Canada, rising enrollments thanks to easier visa rules, and post-graduation work permit. Again, this is still not the same numbers as it used to be before. So please be warned of that. Check that thing. And United Kingdom, record Indian student numbers due to post-study work visas and active university outreach. Australia and Germany also are gaining traction for engineering and computer science programs. The trend shows Indian students diversifying destinations, choosing countries with lower political risk and clearer pathways. See, these are all things that I have been warning on PGurus. So it looks like many of you are watching these things. US universities dependent on Indian universities are struggling with enrollments falling. Central Missouri University down by half, DePaul by 62%, and Ohio State and Indiana University by 30 to 40%. So US universities are feeling the impact. How long before the sky-high salaries of some of the tenured faculty will have to be trimmed to suit how much the money is coming into the university campuses? That's a moot question. Losses include not just tuition revenue, but also teaching assistants and lab researchers. NAFSA estimates a $7 billion hit to the US economy this academic year alone. What are the future implications? Indian students have been a pillar of US research and tech workforce, with 75% of PhD graduate students staying on to work in the United States, because that comes under a different category of green card, and I think you can quickly get your green card. A prolonged decline could weaken America's research output and talent pool. For India, this shift reflects a new global education landscape where Western universities no longer dominate by default. The 50% drop may signal that the American dream in education is fading, not due to lack of ambition, but rising barriers and shrinking certainty. This is not good news for America, because tariffs are creating a big jolt in the purse of the residents. Now, reduced incomes for those of you who are working as faculties or in the university system. All of you will have to take pay cuts before the layoffs start kicking in. Then furloughs are happening in federal workforce because the debt ceiling was not raised on time, and many are thinking that those who are getting furloughed may also get fired, and these jobs may not be there once the debt ceiling gets passed. So this is something that Democrats will have to really think about, how long you want to hold out on making a deal with the Trump administration. So a lot of challenges for America moving forward. All I can tell you is be patient in whatever it is that you are trying to decide. Look forward, take a look at all the different angles, read up, watch videos, and make sure that whatever decision that you are making is an informed one. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.